Tonight's game is a presentation of B92.7 FM Sports.
Breckenridge basketball is on the air. Tonight's I3G Sports Network broadcast is brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, Carlson Family Insurance, VHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Heitkamp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, North Dakota State College of Science, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, and Twin Town Villa. Now, here's KBMW's Turner Blofis.
And welcome, folks, to the Red River Grain pregame show serving the local farmers since 1986. Breckenridge Cowgirls basketball about to tip off, and we are going to have a very early start as they told us this might happen. So basically what happened was who we're going to see tonight, the Breckenridge Cowgirls taking on Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal, who the boys actually just played earlier this week, if you guys remember. So kind of a doubleheader for the two schools. Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal a little bit short-handed on their JV squad, so they were only playing a half of basketball. So we are looking at an earlier start. This is originally penned as a 7:30 p.m. start. Looking to be closer to 7 o'clock. They might even start earlier than that. It looks like they're going to give them another about 13 and a half minutes to warm up. So just wanted to make sure you guys know that so you can spread the word and let your folks know if they want to tune in this broadcast. It's going to be on B92.7 as always. Also live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live if you want to catch us there as well. And Breckenridge Cowgirls coming into this one, and they've kind of lived up to the reputation that they built up for themselves as they return basically their whole team from last year. Coming to this game with a record of 3-1. Let's run through how they did it, as we only got 4 games. May as well. Beat up on Perm to open up the year. A kind of a short-handed Perm squad, a 70-44, a young Perm squad, I should say. Followed it up by falling to Goodhue for their only loss of the season, 68-50. Keep in mind, that is the single-A reigning state champion. So lost to the state champs by 18 and actually had it pretty tight in the second half. So the score wasn't exactly indicative of how the game turned out, but that's how their one loss of the year went. A 64-51 win over DGF, and they followed it up with a 62-55 big win over Pelican Rapids. The DGF win was on their home floor, while the Pelican Rapids won on the road. We got a lot of home games to start off the year for the Cowgirls as they take on Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal, a section foe in this ball game. And they enter this ball game with a record of 0-4. Fell to Underwood 69-26. Rothsay, they scored 26 again. Fell to them 57-26. Got 26, that's the magic number. Got that against Lake Park Audubon. Fell to them 59-26. And then Fertile Bell Trammy beat up on them 67-31 for their fourth game coming into this one. And we'll dive into our Power Bowl ranking, brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company, on for conservation. Speaking of Section 6A, we'll start off with Section 6A North as we're 3 games into the season. So obviously we're going to see a lot of movement here. Hillcrest Lutheran Academy, Underwood, and Park Christian all 3-0 at the top of the North. Lake Park Audubon at 2-1. 1-1 is Rothsay New York Mills, and then Rothsay and New York Mills respectively. Ada Borup is up next with an 0-1 record so far. 0-2 Battle Lake, 0-3 Henning, and then Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal once again, as we'll see in this. 0-4 actually. I guess this is before they had their last loss, but Breckenridge is third in Section 6A South, a loaded Section 6A South that includes Hancock, who eliminated Breckenridge last season. Wheaton Herman Norcross up next. Hancock 2-0 with Wheaton being 1-0. Breckenridge at 3-1. And QRF doesn't have rankings yet, so they're pretty much just going off of records at this point. West Central area up next at 2-1. 2-2 Clinton, Graceville, Beardsley. Parkers Prairie is 1-1. And then looking for their first victory, we got Benson at 0-1. Brandon Evansville 0-1. Ortonville 0-2. And then Ashby at 0-3 on the year. That is a look at your Power Bowl ranking brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company, on for conservation. Now on to our injury report, because we got some unfortunate news. This injury report is brought to you by CHI St. Francis, by the way. And unfortunately, we have a new name on the injury report. Jonica Bernadez, as of 10:30 last night is when they got confirmation, I'm told. She's going to be out for about 4 weeks with a foot injury, and that is definitely a tough blow for the junior, who just got back on the court a few games ago after having to miss basically her whole sophomore season. But you know what? If we're looking for a silver lining there, at least it's just for 4 weeks. It's not the entire season. You know, it's not another season-ending injury. So, they'll get her back at one point this season, and we're very much looking forward to it. But we're just going to have her back in the Coach Jonica Bernadez role, as she's actually, if you're watching on the YouTube stream, about to walk into the frame. And the other half of that is Emily Gowan, a starter for them who had a breakout sophomore campaign last year in Bernatis' absence, filling in for her. Both of them 2 massive losses who were supposed to be key starters for this squad. Once again, they'll be getting Bernatis back later in the year, but unfortunately Gowan is out with a knee injury for the entire season. So that's a look at your injury report, brought to you by CHI St. Francis once again. And now we may as well dive into our stat report. Hopefully Robert Wanick didn't give all these away when he was putting on our social media page. I'm just kidding. I think we got Ava Janning at 18 points in their last game against Pelican Rapids, came off the bench and really took over that game and stepped up when the injury bug kind of got to the Cowgirls. Sydney Roberts, 12 points with 4 rebounds, 2 blocks, and a steal as well. Parker Yagi, 9 points, 9 rebounds, just shy of the double-double in both of those categories. 5 assists, 7 for 8 at the free throw line, though, knocking him down when she got there, but I'm sure she'd love to get a few more field goals in the books. Anna Spear had 7 points last game, 2 boards and a pair of steals, and then Piper Janning with a dozen points to match Sydney Roberts. She had 3 rebounds along with that, 3 assists and 3 steals as well. Keep the stat report going along. Once again, this is brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, your local State Farm agents in Breckenridge and Wahpeton. 2023-2024 team averages through 4 games. 2-point field goal percentage, shooting 53%, 71 of 34, 134, apologies. 21 for 82. They love to bring up that 3-point percentage, shooting a 25.6%. Free throws, though, they're not going to be too many complaints on that one, I think. 41 out of 58 for just under 71% on the year. But they're definitely going to want to bring up the assisted turnovers as well. Just clean up the turnovers in general. 57 to 71. Oh, Mr. Goldaddy's going to be mad. I'm not very good at math here. 71, what's that divided by 4, folks? All right, you guys know what that number is. Not great. They scored 246 points. 218 is how many they've given up in this 3-1 start to the season, as the Cowgirls are looking to add to that record in this ball game against Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal. And player game stats through 4 games, leading the way in scoring is actually Ava Janning with 11.5 points. It's at the bottom of the graphic, but I figured we'd throw her out there. Oh, Parker Yagi is matching that at 11.5. Yagi has 5.3 rebounds, 4.3 assists, while Ava Janning has 3 rebounds and 3 steals a game. Jonica Bernades coming in with 11.3 games, or once again, won't be playing tonight. 11.3 points per game, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. Sydney Roberts, just a hair under 7 points a game, 4.3 rebounds and 2 assists. That's a look at your State Farm stat report. Once again, brought to you by the local State Farm agents in Wahpeton and Breckenridge. And by the way, that's just a hair under 18 turnovers a game. I had to whip out the calculator there. Sorry, folks. We knew math wasn't my strong suit, but we'll get you back to. We'll take our first break here on the Red River Grain pregame show. Come back with your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, as well as your keys to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors. You're listening to the Red River Grain pregame show on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube, as always, at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students, as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30, and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 29th of 2024. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply, and don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapaton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
And welcome back. Oh boy, that sounded lovely. To the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. Turner Bloffice, and we are back ready for your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. We'll loop back around for the keys of the game, brought to you by Smith Motors. We usually do these the other way around, but I was feeling like mixing it up today. And just like the Cowgirls had to mix it up with their starting lineup, we do have one change, and I'll get that to you right now. We got Ava Janing, the newest addition to the starting lineup. Ava is coming off, once again, an 18-point performance against Pelican Rapids. The 5'6", 8th grader wears number 4. Along with her in the starting lineup is her sister Piper Janing. She's a sophomore, listed at 5'9", and wears number 10. Sydney Roberts, one of the senior captains on the squad, wears number 0. She's listed at 5'6", and is obviously a senior. Erin Bloffice, 5'11", wears number 24. And then Parker Yagi, of course, 5'7", one of the best scorers the school has had, and she is a junior wearing number 3 that we'll see tonight for the Cowgirls. Starting for the Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal Titans, they go like this. We got Brenna Olson starting. She wears number 4. She's a senior guard. Alyssa Anderson, another senior guard in the starting 5. Olivia Theis is a junior guard wearing number 15. Bella Madsen, another junior. She plays in the post, wears number 25. And then Jada Nelson, you'll see her down low as well. She wears number 31 and is a senior. So we got a trio of seniors and a pair of juniors in this starting 5 for Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal, which once again, coming into this game, are 0-4 on the year and have scored 26 points in 3 of their 4 contests. And the one contest they scored more than that. I think it was only they didn't hit 40. So that's what is going to lead me into my keys of the game. By the way, once again, those starting lineups brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. On to your keys to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors in Wapaton. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors in Wapaton. And I'm going to go with this one's kind of an old one for me. I know you guys probably heard this a few times, but I'm going to say start strong. I always want to go with that whenever it is a team that, let's be honest, they're coming into this one a bit favored in this ball game, as Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal definitely playing the underdog role coming into this one. And nothing drives a coach crazier than when you should jump out and kind of take control of the game right away, and all of a sudden you're halfway through the first half and we got a tie game. So I think if Coach Bogenrief is going to be preaching anything before this game gets rolling, it is start strong, do not overlook anybody, and let's just jump out to a big lead right away. Potentially, we'll see if, what kind of game this is going to end up being. Obviously, the Titans could turn a new leaf at this point in the season, but we will see. We'll wrap up the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmer once again since 1986, and love that Breckenridge pep band. Oh, right when they wrap it up, I'm trying to give them their flowers, and then they decide to wrap up the song, but very happy that they can be here to add to the environment. But I guess we got to make sure to get out here if you're looking at taking in a ball game, but if not, we got you covered here on B92.7 FM, also live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live. You want to see the game for yourself, part of the I3G Media Sports Network. We'll be back with your opening tip.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Talk to Carson or Brad for your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Get up to $120 in rebates on the purchase and install of a set of 4 tires. Save up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install of front and rear brake pads. Save up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install on front and rear brake rotors. And save up to $80 in rebates on the purchase and install on GM shocks and struts. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. Visit them online at smithmotors.com. NCE.com.
And welcome back. That'll do it for the Red River Grain pregame show. Once again, serving the local farmers since 1986. And the MVP of the broadcast, you know, if we had one, would be Chad Atfield. Because Chad Atfield just taped my tripod down, so I don't have to worry about it falling down. So I very much appreciate Chad. This opening tip brought to you by North Dakota State College of Science, the science of learning by doing. And Aaron Blofis wins the opening tip. And right away, Cowgirls off and running. Sydney Roberts has it in the left corner. Dishes out to Piper Janning. One of two Janning girls in the starting lineup once again, with Ava starting in the absence of Jonica Bernardes. Good ball movement here. Parker Yagi kicks it out to Ava Janning, who lets a deep two fire off the mark. Rebounded by the Titans. Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal looking for their first victory. They feed it up to the right corner. Three is up off the mark. Piper Janning tracks down the long board. Gets it to Aaron Blofis. Blofis over to Janning. Parker Yagi with the ball. Feeds it into the high post to Piper Janning. Piper Janning with three girls around her ends up turning it over. Cowgirls once again averaging over 17 turnovers coming into this ball game. Something they're looking to clean up as the year goes on. Still no score. About a minute in this ball game. We got to travel. Forced by that Cowgirl trap. Bringing up the ball, it's going to be Parker Yagi sliding into the point guard role. Piper Janning with the ball. And they're looking for Aaron Blofis inside. And a minute 4 into this ball game, nobody has scored. Not trying me too hard, keeping my own stats today. Let me ease into the day. Titans will take over after the turnover. Already a pair of turnovers from the Cowgirls to start it off. And now the Titans have a pair too. Sydney Roberts gets the ball, kicks out to Piper Janning, pulls the trigger on three, nothing but net. Piper Janning coming off a 12-point performance in that nice win against Pelican Rapids for the Cowgirls. And they go with that full court press. Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal gets it down the floor. And then it is, well, they're going to call a foul, and it looks like Piper Janning accidentally laid one of a fellow Breckenridge High Schooler into the stands. Titans. No harm, no foul. Swung around the perimeter. It's near the top of the key. Now they try to go into the post, and it is tied up by Piper Janning. Aaron Blofis there helping with the defense as well. 3-0 Cowgirl lead with 16:21 left to play in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Titans try to get it in with the bounce pass, but Parker Yagi is there to try to swipe it away, but it ends up going out of bounds. 16:19 left to play. This is first half. Titans get it in cleanly. Feed it in the left corner. Try going inside to the post. Aaron Blofis and Piper Janning collapse. She's just all over the ball today. Gets side up for another jump ball. Ava Janning will bring it up this time around. The 8th grader picks up her dribble. Swings over to the left wing to her sister Piper. They try to go in the high post to Parker Yagi. Skip pass to the right corner. Sydney Roberts was looking to attack off the dribble. Skip passes over to the left side instead. Piper Janning trying to do the same. Ooh, what a drop off to Aaron Blofis for 2. Piper Janning with a nice little zip to Blofis for the layup. 5-0 Cowgirl lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this opening half. And Titans trying to get their first points. Parker Yagi will pick up the board and push the tempo. Yagi kicks it out to David Janning. Janning drills the triple. We got one from each Janning sister. 8-0 lead for the Cowgirls to open this ball game up. Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal trying to get it to half court, and the Cowgirls do a good job to tip it and keep it in bounds. Sydney Roberts comes up with the steal. Ava Janning drives baseline, kicks it out to Roberts. Roberts puts up a 3, nothing but net. Third triple of the game already. So they've gotten 3 of their 4 field goal makes. We got an 11-0 Cowgirl lead. Aaron Blofis looking like a free safety, tipping that one out of bounds. 11-0 Cowgirl lead. Just about 3 minutes into the ball game. Great turnout here from the Breckenridge student section. We kick it out to the right corner. Titans driving the right baseline and almost gets tied up for a jump ball. And this time she ends up throwing it away to Sydney Roberts. Roberts looking to get out and run. Goes up for the left-handed layup and drops it in. Sydney Roberts with 5 points. 13-0 lead to start this off, and the Titans break the press. Swung back out to the perimeter after they tried driving inside, and we got another travel. And we got a timeout taken by Norman County East. Ulen Hitterdal's head coach, Brad Dunham. We'll take a quick timeout with him. This timeout brought to you by High Camp Construction. Once you build with them, you won't build any other way. You are listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM. Cowgirls up 13-0.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back after that High Camp Construction timeout. We got a 13-0 ball game. Breckenridge jumping out to the big lead. And Norman County East, Ulen Hitterdal breaks the huddle. Inbounding in front of her student section is Parker Yagi. Ava Janning will bring it up. First career start for Janning, I believe. Swung it over to the right side to Anna Spear, who's just checked into the game, as does Mariah Coltis. Parker Yagi had her pass tipped, but then she was Johnny on the spot to grab it and try to lay it in and drew the foul. Parker Yagi is a free throw away from getting every single starter in the scoring column already. Cowgirls open up this year with kind of an 8-man rotation, so the injury to Bernada is definitely was a blow as Yagi misses the first free throw. And they don't dress very many girls either. I believe there's only 10 girls that dress total as Parker Yagi knocks down the second free throw. 1 for 2 trip. She puts the Cowgirls up 14-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 14-16 left to play in this opening half. And it's stolen away by Mariah Coltis, using that length well. Ava Janning picks up her dribble, swings it over to the left side of the floor. Parker Yagi gets it over to Janning near the top of the key. Janning with a pass fake and then swings it to the right corner. Anna Spears going to put it up right away, off the mark. Rebounded by Mariah Coltis, and one! Mariah Coltis keeping the ball high. Going up strong and draws the foul. Checking in for the Cowgirls, Piper Janning. Heading in for Sydney Roberts. So Ava Janning and Parker Yagi, the only 2 Cowgirls who haven't come out of the game yet. Coltis completes a 3-point play. 17-0 lead for the Cowgirls. Norman County East, Ulen Hitterdal looking for the first points of the night. They try feeding to the high post and goes by the Titan high post player and out of bounds. Ava Janning will bring it up. 2 teams from opposite sides of Section 6A. Corner 3 is up from Parker Yagi. Off the mark, Mariah Coltis with another board and lay in. Coltis, that might be the least contested rebound she's going to get on the offensive side this year. 19-0 is your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard with 13:20 left to play in this opening half. And Cowgirls steal it away again. Parker Yagi looking to get out and run. Goes with the Euro with the left in transition to make it a 21-0 lead. 3 points for Yagi to start this ball game. A lot of girls with 3 points. 21-0 with 13 minutes left to play in this opening half. Titans got the ball in the right corner, looking to drive baseline, and they haven't even gotten to the cup, really. 3-point attempt is off. I don't even know how many shots they've gotten off. Out of bounds, they're going to say Breckenridge ball. Aaron Blofus into the ball game, as is Sydney Roberts. That's how you got to do it with a short rotation, short breaks. Keep everybody getting little short breaks, as Roberts will run the point this time around. Cowgirls lucky they got a lot of girls who can shoulder the load, as Roberts with a nice drop off, showing why she can run the point every now and then, but Coltis' layup rims out. Norman County East, Ulen Hitterdal. Pull up for three, and rattles it in! First points of the game are scored by Brenna Olson with the triple. Pretty quick trigger on that one, too. Hopefully we're going to see her launch some more as Sydney Roberts gets it on the right wing. It's a ball screen from Aaron Blofus. Feeds it to Blofus on the roll. Kind of loses her dribble after a little contact and throws it away. Olson crosses the timeline over to the left side of the floor. And a floater from the middle of the lane is off the mark, rebounded by Blofus. Sydney Roberts feeds it up to Piper Janing. Piper Janing. Coach Bogenreef was hoping she would look inside to Coltis. Instead, they pass it around for a triple for Roberts. She misses, follows it, and her two is off the mark as well. Rebounded by the Titans, 21-3. Another football score on the board with 11:33 left to play in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Pull-up is off the mark, rebounded by Coltis. She's snatching every board since she's gotten there. They feed it inside. Speaking of Coltis, she lays it in for two more. She's already got 7 points off the bench. It's going to end up being a career night for Coltis. Brenna Olson crosses the timeline with Sydney Roberts picking her up. Olson gets past her, throws up a left-handed runner, off the mark, rebounded by Piper Janing. Piper Janing dribbles into the arc, pulls it back out, the right side of the floor, feeds it to Mariah Coltis. She drops it down to Anna Spear, who's cutting toward the hoop, and was fouled from behind by Olson. $23-3 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Free throw from Spear. Oh boy, she's gonna try to forget about that one. She couldn't even look at that. She'll give it another go. I'd like to preface that air ball by follow up that air ball by saying she actually is a really good shooter. So that was very out of character. As she knocks that one down, that's a little more on brand. Anna Spear knocks it down. Ava Janing will give her a breather. 24-3 Cowgirl advantage. Every girl who's been on the floor so far has gotten the scoring column. Brenna Olson kicks out to the right corner. Back to Olson. With Parker Yagi applying the suffocating defense. Kicked out to the left corner to Olivia Theis. And now Ava Janing got a hand on it. We'll see if she's going to be able to keep it in bounds, and she will not. Oh, apologies there. Forget I'm running the camera every now and then. I got so spoiled with Robert Wanek hopping on for the broadcast and running the camera for me for the last few games. If you were wondering why the camera work got so good. As the Titans end up throwing it away on the inbound. Piper Janing feeds it up to Sydney Roberts. Misses the left-handed layup. Parker Yagi with the follow. Back out to Roberts. Roberts changing speeds before she goes into the lane. Drops it off to Aaron Blofus in the short corner. She kicks it out to Piper Janing in the right corner. Now back to Aaron Blofus. Kicks it out to Sydney Roberts for a wide open triple from the left corner. Didn't hit anything but a little bit of the net on that one and out of bounds. Roberts tried to get her own miss on that one and ended up tipping it out of bounds. 24-3. Breckenridge is up against Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal. Just a hair over 10 minutes left to play in this opening half. Skip pass into the left corner. Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal so far has one field goal. Knocked down a triple from Brenna Olson. Looking to go to work inside, and Piper Janing. They got tied up a little bit there. I think they were saying jump ball. got tied up with Madeline Wallstrom, a sophomore post on this squad. And Ava Janing picks off the pass off the inbound. Feeds it up to Sydney Roberts, who's looking to finish strong with the left hand, and she does. Sydney Roberts up to 7 points, and we got a timeout taken by the Titans. This timeout, once again, brought to you by High Camp Construction. You're listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network. 26-3, Cowgirls up when we get back.
Earlier this year, Dad mentioned needing to downsize. Well, with Mom gone, the house is just too big. I worry about him being alone too much.
So getting the rest of the family home for the holidays this year, it was a good time to talk about some healthy alternatives.
Well, the first place that came to mind was Twin Town Villa. So we took a tour, and Dad loved it from the start.
Everything Dad needs is right there at Twin Town Villa. Meals, laundry, best of all, healthy interaction with his neighbors.
If someone you love is ready for a healthy alternative in the new year, stop in and take a tour of Twin Town Villa.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
After that High Camp Construction timeout, we are back at Breckenridge High School, where the Cowgirls have a 26-3 lead with 9:35 left to play. Bringing up the ball for the Titans is Brenna Olson. Olson gets the ball screen, puts up a floater on the left side, off the mark. Aaron Bloff has tipped it. Parker Yagi with the board. Yagi pushing tempo. Swings it over to the left side of the floor. Ava Janing trying to step through for a layup, but she'll draw a blocking foul. Once again, Cowgirls up 26-3. And 2 fouls on Brenna Olson, the leading scorer so far for the Titans in tonight's ballgame. 26-3 once again. 9:17 left in this opening half, and Aaron Bloffus has the mid-range jumper off the mark, rebounded by Piper Janning, who kicks it out to Ava Janning. Ava Janning sets it back up. 15 seconds left to roll in this possession, pending a missed shot and rebound. Ava Janning with a lefty shot off the mark. Titans pushing tempo. Olson drops into the short corner to Ava Bailey. Bailey picks up her dribble out to Olson. Olson dribble kick to the left corner. Baseline drive. Swinging it over to Wallstrom and tied up for another foul. I'm going to say this one's on the Cowgirls. First foul on Breckenridge in this game. Been playing pretty disciplined despite playing some suffocating defense that goes the full court. Inbounding is Olson. And looks like we got a foul on the floor. This one's on Piper Janning. Last one was on Ava, so each of the Jannings picking up a foul here. Colin Howell looking for her first action of the ball game. And that jumper is off the mark. Aaron Bloffus with the board. Gets it to Ava Janning. Ava Janning pulls it back out at the NBA three-point line. And Aaron Bloffus to a wide open Parker Yagi for one of the easiest layups she's going to get this year off that back cut. 28-3. On your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this opening half. 8:14 left to play before the half. Olson puts up a mid-range jumper off the mark, rebounded by Parker Yagi. Yagi up to Aaron Bloffus. Bloffus trying to leak out in transition, and there is a foul. Blocking foul. So Aaron Bloffus will get a couple free throws, and looks like Bella Madsen's going to get some bruises, as she, not sure how many fouls that is on her. Third, actually. Bloffus trying to add to her 2 points and knocks down the first one. She is now one of 3 girls with 3 points, along with Piper Janning and Ava Janning, who hit a couple threes to open up this ball game. Or each hit a 3, I should say. 29-3. Cowgirl advantage. Lopez knocks it down. Brenna Olson. Bring it up for the Titans once again. Rock the white jerseys with the gold piping going up the sides, kind of like the boys' jerseys we got to see on Tuesday. Tight win for the Titans in that one over the Cowboys. Thanks to a last second shot by Ian Jacobson. And on a spear, kicks it out to Aaron Blofis for an open 3 off the mark. Colin Hout hustling to keep that one alive. Ava Janning taking advantage with a heck of a kick out with the left hand off the mark. Sydney Roberts is the one who is trying to pay off that nice pass, but Cowgirls get the board and draw a foul on the floor. Mariah Coltis in for Aaron Blofis. It's going to be pretty rare we see those two really on the floor together, I think, because they're the only 2 real kind of true posts in this, around this squad. So you got to have one of them on there all the time, because it's not going to be ideal if both of them are in foul trouble or too tired to keep going. On a spear with the offensive rebound. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. She'll put it up and off the mark. And, they're going to say shot clock violation. Actually. Out of bounds off of the Titans. I got to figure out if they're going to fix this. Okay, I was going to say. Got everything back on track. 30-3. Cowgirl lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 7 minutes left to play in this opening half. Titans get past the timeline. Looking to head into the locker room with more than 1 field goal. See if they can get one here on this possession. Turnaround shot is up off the back iron. Almost followed it, but Sydney Roberts playing that rebound well. Brings it up on the left side. Was looking for a ball screen from Ava Janning, but went back over to the left side as well. Janning out to Colin Hout. Hout tries to get it to Coltis, but the pass is tipped. I'm told I'm one of the few announcers in the state that get Hout right on the radio, so that was a nice badge of honor that I will wear. I don't really know what else it would be. I've known the Hout name my entire life. Apparently Hoot, Hot, as that one is knocked down by Ava Janning. Hout's classmate, pair of 8th graders on this varsity roster. 33-3 with 6:10 left to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this opening half. You heard that right. 33-3 is your score. But pair of free throws coming for the Titans. They can add to the point total here. Heading to the stripe after that lefty finger roll attempt is Olivia Theis. Theis, a junior guard on this squad. Looking for her first points. First free throw is up and good. On the court for the Cowgirls, Parker Yagi, Piper Janning. On a spear, Mariah Coltis and Colin Hout. So Parker Yagi, the only senior, or the only starter on the floor. You guys know what I meant. I'm gonna have to bust out the old Kevin Heidemann line. It's not what I meant. It's not what I said. It's what I mean. He gets it right on the first time, though. Parker Yagi crossing the timeline. Her team now desperate to get this back to a 30-point game. Cowgirls up 33-5. Piper Janning drives to the cup. Ooh, took a hard foul there. All right, I got a little nervous there. That would, when you see the body kind of turn like that, it's usually doesn't have a happy ending, but Piper Janning was like, kind of came away with that with like, oh, that could have been bad kind of look on her face. Piper Janning knocks down the first one, nothing but net. Seriously, from that angle, that looked like that was going to be pretty serious. So that was worked out for the best, but good sportsmanship there from Jada Nelson. Let her know that was not intentional as Piper Janning gets it back to a 30-point game, 35-5 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Norman County East, Ulen Hitterdal. Try going into the corner, but lose the dribble. I'm kind of surprised they're letting the student section be this close to the sideline. They usually kind of tell everybody, there we go, there's the backup. Everybody's saying, we knew we were supposed to be backed up. Titans out in the right corner, now up to the top of the key. They line up a triple off the mark. Mariah Coltis with the rebound. Parker Yagi brings it across half court. It's going to pull up for three and knock it down. The walk-up three from Parker Yagi gives her 8 points to start off this ball game. 5:09 left to play in the opening half. Titans go to the high post to Nelson. Nelson tries putting up a shot, but Mariah Coltis said no, no, no. Blocked it and got the rebound. Fed it up to Piper Janing. Janing, with a nice little change of speed, but missed the layup, and Colin Howe lays it in. She scored last game as well. So she's taking advantage of her opportunities and also has this lead at 35 points, 40-5 your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Not the start the Titans were looking for. Swung out to the left corner, shot is up, and good from Brenna Olson. Her second triple. She's got 6 of the team's 8 points. We'll see if she's going to be getting up a lot more shots in the second half. As Anna Spear tries to answer, but off the mark, Colin Hout follows it and dishes it off to Spear, who misses the runner. Out of bounds, they're going to say it is Cowgirl ball. Last touch by the Titans. We got a brand new 5 girls coming into the game, including a pair of new faces. We got Riley Johnson checking into the game. And looks like I got to get another number that is not on the roster, as Aaron Blofus is going to follow it and try to lay it up for 2. Ends up missing it. It's over to Johnson. Swung over to Sydney Roberts in the left corner for 3. And that shot rattles out of bounds off of the Cowgirls. My apologies. I'm going to have to track down a name for one of these girls. I have to ask someone at halftime, potentially. Unless we get a timeout pretty soon here. Norman County East, Ulen Hitterdal putting up a deep 2 from Nelson. Rebounded by Johnson for the Cowgirls. Ava Janing looking to get out and run for 2, and she does. Ava Janing up to 8 points. Her first points coming inside the arc. 34-point lead for the Cowgirls here in the opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And hard foul inside, so Titans will get an opportunity to knock down a pair of free throws. 2 for 2 at the stripe as a team at this point. We got Sydney Tischer, who's listed as 3 on the JV roster. That's where I got messed up. There we go. First free throw is good. First bench points of the night for Norman County East, Ulen Hitterdal, courtesy of Kerrigan Prestegard. Prestegard leaves this one short. Rebounded by Blofus. Ava Janing looking on the left side of the floor, pulling back to the right. It's over to Sydney Roberts. Roberts gets a ball screen from Aaron Blofus. We've got 3 starters and a pair of relatively new varsity newcomers, as Aaron Blofus with the bully ball backs down the defender and lays it in for 2 on the right side. 3 minutes left to play in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and the Cowgirls have been dialed in on both ends. 44-9 is your score. I know you guys keep hearing the score and thinking you turned into a football broadcast, but I swear, 44-9. 2:50 left to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, as Blofus picks up her first foul of the night. Jada Nelson, the third Titan player to get a chance at the stripe. First free throw is up and leaves it short. Back-to-back misses at the charity stripe for the Titans, who trail by 35. This free throw is up and good. 1 for 2 trip. Sydney Roberts Brings it across half court. Sending out orders from the half court circle. Dribble kick to the right corner. Nice little shot fake from Ava Janning. Picks up her dribble. Nice little cut from Sydney Roberts. Drop off to Janning. She has the presence of mind to kick it out to Sydney Tischer for the open triple. She's locked in and ready to roll. Sydney Tischer, an 8th grader on this squad. And I believe those are her first varsity points, but someone can correct me if I'm wrong there. But as of now, I'm going to call it her first varsity points. Titans skip pass over to the left side of the floor. Drop it inside to Nelson. Her shot is, ooh, they're going to say a foul on Erin Blofis. She's looking for the block, but instead she'll pick up foul number 2. We'll see if head coach Tony Bogenreef will let her just roll with the 2 fouls. Nelson, second trip to the stripe. This one's off the mark. She went 1 for 2 on her last, so we'll see if she does the same here. Missed the front end last time around as well. Nelson launches the high arcing free throw and got a very nice bounce. Soared after it took a bounce there. So 1 for 2 trip once again. Sydney Tischer with the ball. Dribbling over the right side of the floor. It's up to near the top of the key to Sydney Roberts. A pair of Sydneys on the floor. Ava Janning thought about the triple. Gets downhill instead and was trying to drop it off to a cutting Blofis. But foul on the ground. 1-and-1 free throw coming for Ava Janning. Ava Janning could hit double figures with these free throws. Nobody on this team has hit double figures. Nobody in this game has hit double figures yet. And missed the 1-and-1 free throw. Erin Blofis kicks it out to Johnson for the deep 2 off the mark. And now we got a foul on the Cowgirls. We got 9 girls in the scoring column for the Cowgirls so far. The only girl we're looking for points from still is Riley Johnson. Colin Hout back in the ball game. Oh, my apologies. Got caught up on the wrong end here. Once again, used to Robert being here running the camera for me. Second foul on Sydney Tischer. Brenna Olsen, the left-handed free throw. Off the mark. Blofis trying to track down the board. Ava Janning with it. Janning lets everybody catch up to her. Gonna look to drive by. Instead, she swings it over to the right side. A nice cut toward the hoop, but not there. Tischer swings it over to Ava Janning. Ava Janning putting the dribble package on display. Gets swung around the perimeter to Colin Hout. Now back to Johnson. Johnson to Sydney Tischer. Over to Colin Hout. Hout looking to drive inside and draws the foul. 1-and-1 free throw coming. And that is the 3rd foul on Brenna Olsen. She's got 6 of the team's 11 points at this point. First free throw from Hout. Underway and off the mark. So Cowgirls miss a pair of 1-and-1s, and nobody realized that nobody was between Erin Blofis and the basket. So she lays it in for her 8th point. Number 24, Erin Blofis dropping that one in. And Johnson with the ball. Ava Janning. Crowds half court running the point once again with her squad up 38. Erin Blofis has to get tied up for a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Roman County East Ulen Hitterdal. 41 seconds left to play here in the opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Titans run into a buzzsaw here. They trail at 38. Something we knew that was a possibility coming into this game. Titans swinging around the perimeter over to the right side of the floor. Off the mark. Johnson trying to haul in the rebound. Ava Janning comes out with it. Janning Gets picked up right after crossing half court. Swings over to Sydney Tischer. Tischer looking at the cutting player. Kicked it out to Ava Janning instead. Janning with 7 seconds left to work in the half. It's to Colin Howard. Howard was looking to drive inside. Kicks it out. 2 seconds left. Sydney Tischer has her shot blocked. So the Cowgirls lead 49-11 heading into the half. We'll be right back with your halftime show brought to you by Minn Kota Ag Products. You are listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 29th of 2024. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply. Don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapaton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
And welcome back to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turner Bluff is here as the Cowgirls have a 49-11 lead over Nomarin County East Ulen Hitterdal. Let's run through the stat report brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, your local State Farm agents in Wapaton and Breckenridge. 8 points apiece for three Cowgirls, Parker Yagi, Aaron Blofus, and Ava Janning as well. Jaden knocking down 2 triples in that effort. Parker Yagi hitting from downtown once. Aaron Blofus 2 for 2 on her free throws. And then we have 7 points from Mariah Coltis. She has a trio of putbacks as well as a free throw. Sydney Roberts also with 7 points. She hit from downtown once, as well as the Cowgirls really opened it up like it was going to be a 3-point clinic, but then they kind of started doing more damage on the inside right after that. Piper Janning with 5 points, and then Sydney Tischer with 3 points. Don't want to get my Sydneys mixed up here. 2 points from Colin Hout, 1 point from Anna Spear. Got to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I'm pretty sure I got everybody, but the only girl who we're still looking for points from is Riley Johnson. So Riley Johnson, also got into the ball game for the Cowgirls, but other than that, you got to hear everybody. So let's see, we got 10 girls deep that they've gone. So it's going to be exciting to see how the rest of this ball game goes. Better run through the stats for the Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal Titans as well. Leading the way for them with a pair of triples and 6 points is Brenna Olsen. So she has 6 of the team's 11 points. Then we got 2 apiece coming from the free throw line from Olivia Theis and Jada Nelson. And then 1 point off the bench from Kerrigan Prestigard. So with the exception of some free throws, they've only made 2 field goals, both of them by Johnson. So the Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal squad has got to get back to the drawing board here at halftime and figure out how they're going to try to, trying to get into the paint and get some decent looks inside. But the Cowgirls are kind of just shutting off their water tonight, so not really letting them get into anything or even sniff the paint. So we'll see how they adjust here in the second half. We'll come back and also, go over those, I think we'll revisit let's revisit the key to the game right now, because we can talk about how I was saying that the Cowgirls can't come out and, overlook anybody. Got to get off to a strong start. Don't just come out and, kind of sleepwalk through the opening minutes of the game. They came out and they were engaged, came out and actually scored the first 21 points of the game. I think it was 21-0 at 1 point, and I think that's when finally Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal broke the ice with that triple. But Cowgirls really looked dialed in on both sides. I really seen it from the girls coming into the game. You can tell that they're looking at it as an opportunity. The girls coming off the bench for kind of a bigger time to shine, and the starters are doing a good job keeping everybody on track. So I'd say that they did a good job not overlooking anybody coming into this ball game. That was our key to the game. Once again, brought to you by Smith Motors in Wapton, small town friendly, big town deals. We'll come back and run through some other tidbits that we can look for the Cowgirls here. Some stuff that maybe we're hoping to see them kind of work on a little bit here in the second half. You are listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Part of the I3G Sports Network. You're listening to Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wapton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
And welcome back as we're about to wrap up the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. And, you know, we were talking before the game started about how even though the Cowgirls have been playing well in these first 4 games, they've kind of needed to clean up the turnovers a little bit. And if there's anything that I would say I'd like them to see, you know, strive to kind of improve on here in the second half, it would be, you know, carrying over from the first half how well they took care of the ball. I thought they did a great job on that. So, and the officials are about to be buzzkills of the century because, oh, never mind. Look at that. The officials are actually going to let them finish the school song here. So, I don't think I've ever seen that before. But shout out to the band. Yeah, they'll get a clap from me. I hope you guys hear that. Parker Yagi feeds it to the left elbow area. Piper Janing feeding it over to the right wing, trying to set her up for an open triple. Kind of remember them running that play for her sister Chase back in the day. As Piper Janing, or my apologies, Aaron Blofis looked down for a second. And Blofis has the first points of the second half. She's now the first player into double figures in this game with 10. 51-11 is your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ava Janning feeds it up to Piper Janning for the left-handed layup, and good. I'm going to give a lot of credit to the coaches who've developed all these girls because these girls are way better at left-handed layups than any of us ever were when we played, but we're going to get rid of that halftime graphic there. 53-11 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Fed into the right corner. Back out to Parker Yagi. Back inside to Blofis. Nice cut and dish off. Parker Yagi cutting across. Foul is on number 15, Olivia Theis. Parker Yagi at the stripe. So far is 1 of 2 at the line tonight. First free throw is good. Trying to make it her first 2-for-2 trip tonight, and she does. Parker Yagi up to 10 points now. Brenna Olson swings it over to the right side of the floor. They go into the high post area. Looking to go to work, but Parker Yagi ties it up, as does Aaron Blofis. And helping up Bella Madsen after the fact. Possession arrow does favor the Titans, though, so I'll hang here. Titans get in cleanly, but Ava Janing coming in out of nowhere to swipe that away from the backside. Parker Yagi feeding it up to Sydney Roberts. Didn't even take a dribble there. Caught the pass and just fed it up instantly. 55-11 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 16:25 left to play in the ball game. Breckenridge up big on Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal. As that shot hits just the rim, they feed, or just the backboard. They try feeding that one up, and Fender was able to get a hand on it, but the Cowgirls hanging on the possession. Piper Janing will inbound from the left corner of the floor. Down the court from her team's bench. Parker Yagi, every year. As they go inside to Aaron Blofis. And another nice cut from Yagi. And drops it in for 2. Aaron Blofis on the feed. 12 points for Parker Yagi. And Ava Janing swipes another steal. I wonder how many steals she's going to end up with today. I got her for like at least 3 I can think of. And that's without even keeping track, so there's usually a couple more along with that. But Breckenridge turns it over. They lead by 46. Still got all 5 starters on the floor in the opening minutes of the second half as Piper Janing gets another transition bucket for second of the half. So the Cowgirls off with a 10-0 run to start off this second half, picking up where they left off in the opening half. As the Titans just struggled to even get a shot off against this fly-around defense as Parker Yagi secures the rebound, ends up turning it over, trying to push the tempo, and now we got another turnover as Aaron Blofus steps in front of it. Are we going to get another turnover? Nope. Breckenridge still has possession. Sydney Roberts with it. Aaron Blofus. They're leaving her open if she wants it, but she's not going to toss up the three. They're looking to set something up. They get Ava Janing on the right wing. She watches Roberts cut through, gets a ball screen. Love this action. Decides to get it over to Parker Yagi for a wide open triple. Nailed it. Nothing but net for Parker Yagi. He's got 15 points now. Quick 7 here in the second half. 62-11 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. This layup attempt is off the mark. And another shot attempt off the mark, rebounded by Piper Janing. Janing maybe looking for a third fast break points, or third fast break bucket of the half. And she misses it. Titans come away with the board. A little bit of contact at the end of that one, but they're going to let them play it. Brenna Olson puts up the three off the mark. Sydney Roberts with the board. Roberts feeds it up to Piper Janing, who's leaking out once again. Janing to Roberts in the left corner. Roberts loses the dribble, and we've seen a few turnovers right off the bat here from the Cowgirls. Brenna Olson kicks out of the right corner for a three. Off the mark, Piper Janing tracks down the long board and gets tied up for a jump ball by Brenna Olson. Making the heads-up play, but the possession arrow does go to the Cowgirls. And we got a timeout taken by head coach Tony Bogenreef. We'll take a quick 30-second with him. You're listening to Cowgirl Basketball on P92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live for the I3G Sports Network.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
After that High Camp construction timeout, we are back in Breckenridge. 3 Cowgirls onto the floor. We got Anna Spear, Colin Hout, and Mariah Coltis into the ballgame. Still on the floor for starters, we got Sydney Roberts and Parker Yagi. Yagi drives into the paint, kicks it out to Colin Hout, swings it over to Anna Spear. Spear to Roberts. Look at that quick ball movement. Parker Yagi attacking, dumps it off to Coltis. Swings it to Coltis. Now to Spear. Back to Yagi. Little shot fake. And kind of mishandled the dribble there a little bit. Kicks it out to Sydney Roberts. Drives inside. Saw a seam. Kicked it out to Parker Yagi. And look at that ball movement once again. Mariah Coltis rebounds the missed three and gets her 4th putback of the night. Mariah Coltis with 9 points off the bench. And I'm surprised she hasn't kind of faced a little more resistance on these putbacks, but I know a lot of girls are trying not to pick up any more fouls. A couple girls with 3 fouls in the opening half alone. As Parker Yagi gets the rebound off the miss. Yagi, fakes the pass and then looked like she was going to shoot and then went with the pass, and Anna Spear did not drop it in, but Parker Yagi's got a new move every fast break, I swear. 64-11. Cowgirl lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 12:33 left to play. Piper Janing inbounding under the basket. To the right of the basket, I guess I would say. Or to the left, if you're facing it. Into Sydney Roberts, who tries tossing it off of the Titan player to make it off her, but Titans come away with the steal. And I'd venture to say they might have more turnovers here in the second half already in the first, because I thought they took pretty good care of the ball, but I could be way off on that. I'm not keeping stats up here, folks. Other than scoring, I could probably take care of that at least. 64-11 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 12:21 left to play. And I'm going to be honest, folks, I don't really know if we got any running clock here. I know they used to in Minnesota, but I haven't heard anyone brought it up yet, so 53-point lead for the Cowgirls. They come away with a rebound off the long miss. Swung around to call and help, by the way. Just check into the ball game. Once again for the Cowgirls. Or double check Riley Johnson. And nice kick out. Mariah Coltis is going to put up a long 2 off the mark, but Piper Janing follows it and lays it in with the left hand. She's making all of her hay on those left-handed layups here in the second half. She's got 11 points. 6 of them coming here after halftime. And Norman County East, Ulen Hitterdal still looking for their first points in the second half. Breckenridge has scored 17 straight out of the locker room. Piper Janing with another steal. Looking to get out and run. Tries feeding it up. Sydney Roberts doing a heck of a job keeping it alive and tossing it off the defender. So it will remain Cowgirl ball. They only took 5 seconds off the shot clock. So plenty of time to operate here. Piper Janing inbounding. Colin Howe, Mariah Coltis, Sydney Roberts, and Riley Johnson in the ballgame. Sydney Roberts gets in and attacks the middle once again. Puts up a short 2 jumper, and Piper Janing with the save and a foul from behind. Riley Johnson is trying to get up the short 2-point jumper, but got hacked from behind. It's almost a very well-timed block, but just kind of one of those weird angle things. We've all had one of those where your eyes light up, you think you're about to get the block of your life, and you just slap a little bit of hand while you do it. As first free throw is off the mark. Riley Johnson looking to be getting to the scoring column. Get every single Cowgirl player on the roster in the scoring column with this free throw, potentially. And off the mark, rebounded by Coltis. Coltis lays it up for 2. Just using that height advantage. Got 68-11 Cowgirl lead. As the Titans looking for their first points in the second half. Sydney Roberts with the rebound. Roberts. Oh, with a nice setup there. Pulls up for the mid-range jumper and knocks it down. Sydney Roberts with 9 points. And now trying to swipe a steal at half court as well. By the way, if you guys didn't already hear on the boys broadcast we did the other night, Sydney Roberts will be continuing her volleyball career at North Dakota State College of Science as she misses the left-handed layup. Coltis tries following and also misses the layup. Very excited for her, keeping that Breckenridge connection alive. Of course, we have Cameron Kaler, Abby Johnson, Addie Twidwell. Who else I should shout out there? There's been a lot of them. We've seen a lot of local gals play for the Wildcats. As Ava Janing waiting to set it up as Aaron Bloffis is going to put up the mid-range jumper off the mark and rebounded by the Titans. Titans trailing by 59. As the Cowgirls are on a 21-0 run to start this half, just like they were in the second half. Didn't even know that was going to be the same number when I looked at it. And a floater is up off the mark and off of the Cowgirls. $10-11 left to play in the ball game. Titans inbounding it for them is Olivia Theis. Theis gets it in cleanly, and short layup attempt is off the mark. Rebounded by the Titans, and a foul on the follow. That's Madeline Wallstrom getting a pair of free throws for her trouble. Wallstrom looking for her first points of the game. And first free throw is off the mark. Wallstrom going through the routine. Launches it and off the mark. Rebounded by Yagi. Parker Yagi. Still 10 minutes left in this ball game to add to the point total. Swung over to the left side of the floor on a Spear. Give and go action. Parker Yagi puts it out to Bloffis, who drops it off to Spear. Spear with a nice floater inside, banking it in. On a Spear. Had a first half that she wanted to shake off, and that layup or that floater will get her going. It looks like Wallstrom gets into the scoring column. First points of the second half after a 23-0 run by the Cowgirls to open up the second half. On a spear, drops it to Blofis in the left elbow area. Puts it out to Ava Janing. Oh, heck of a drop off there on the pick and roll. Split between the pair of defenders. Parker Yagi with the payoff layup. She's got 17. And little floater off the wrong foot there. It was banked in by Theis. She's got 4 points. And reverse layup is off the mark from Ava Janing. Titans out and running. They got back-to-back buckets, so they can keep cutting into this deficit as we got a floater off the mark, rebounded by Parker Yagi. Yagi with a heck of a pass to Ava Janing, and Ava Janing trying to return the favor there. Pair of selfless gals, and Yagi will bring it out to the perimeter for a triple. Aaron Bloff has sent a nice little flare screen to free her up, but it rims out. Oh, I got away with a quick walk there. We're all right. And we got a block from behind as well. Parker Yagi getting her hand on that one. Wallstrom trying to lay it in, and the running clock has kicked in. I was questioning when that started. I wasn't 100% sure. We got 8 minutes left to play in the ball game, and the clock is ticking. At this rate, I might see one of my kids tonight. The other one's definitely going to be asleep. He's been asleep for a half hour, I bet, as this is missed and batted out of bounds, but it'll remain here. Titan ball. We got 4 new Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal players coming into the ball game. Theis going to stay on the floor. Only 9 girls on this roster, so they can't go 5 in, 5 out. As we said earlier, shorthanded JV, so they could only play 1 half. Because then you'd have to play the girls 2 halves, and then they wouldn't have any halves left for varsity. You guys know how it goes. Shot is blocked, rebounded by Ava Janing. Janing, nice drop-off pass to Sydney Tischer. Tischer kicks it out to the corner. And now Aaron Blavitz has it. Makes the extra pass to Ava Janing for an open triple. Loving the ball movement today once again. Anna Spear gets the offensive rebound off the missed 3 attempt. Parker Yagi with the drop-off to Ava Janing for 2. I'm not sure if head coach Tony Bogenreef gave them a quota. We need like 10 passes before anyone puts a shot up, but I'm loving the quick pass in here. Ava Janing into double figures with 10. 61-point lead for the Cowgirls. Gotta do my math a little better. I almost said that was a 51-point lead. 76-15 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ava Janing completes the old-fashioned 3-point play and will now get a breather for her trouble. On the floor for the Cowgirls, we got Sydney Roberts, Piper Janing, and then on the bench, we got Mariah Coltis along with Colin Hout, or from the bench, Mariah Coltis and Colin Hout, as well as Riley Johnson. We got a full timeout taken by the Titans. We'll take a quick one with them. You are listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM. This timeout brought to you by High Camp Construction. We're also live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
After that High Camp Construction timeout, we got a 77-15 Cowgirl lead with 6:09 left to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Well, Pending the greatest comeback in the history of basketball. I'm going to say that it looks like the Cowgirls kind of got this one locked up, and now we'll see if they're going to be able to maybe crack triple digits tonight. We shall see. As we got a nice little turnaround shot from Wallstrom, but she is fouled. And at the line is Wallstrom. Running clock once again is active in the 77-15 game, so I forgot to factor in the running clock. I don't think they're hitting 100 tonight. First free throw is good, though. Wallstrom finding redemption after the 0 for 2 trip earlier this half. Now trying to make it a 2 for 2 trip. Oh, that one rims out. She'll have to settle for one. And ripped away. Trying to get a layup in is off the mark by the Titans, so we're out running again. Sydney Roberts bringing up the ball for the Cowgirls. Pass fake. It's over to Riley Johnson. Riley Johnson picks up her dribble. Feeds it over to Coltis on the left side of the floor. Sydney Roberts back with the ball. Over to Riley Johnson. She's looking for her first points of the contest. Off the mark. And a nice save there by Coltis, but apparently she stepped out of bounds. A nice attempt at a save, I should go with. Once again, running clock is active. 4:45 left to play in the ballgame on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 61-point deficit for the Titans, who have scored 26 points in 3 of their 4 games, exactly 26. Gotta get 10 points here to match that now, as Piper Janning swings it in the right corner to Colin Hout. Hout to Coltis, gets it out to Johnson. Great ball movement once again to Sydney Roberts on the left side. Out to Riley Johnson, skip over to the left side to Piper Janning. Janning puts up a triple off the mark. Jada Nelson with the board. Brenna Olson crosses the timeline. Back down the defender, and a little floater is good. Olsen has 8 of her team's 18 points, as Anna Spear and Sydney Tischer get set to check back into the game. Speaking of Sydney's, Sydney Roberts draws the foul. .337 left to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. First free throw is up and off the mark. First trip to the stripe for Sydney Roberts tonight. 3:18 left to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And 1 for 2 trip for Roberts. Roberts has now hit double figures with 10. 78-18 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 3 minutes left to play it. Olsen's triple is off the mark. And Colin Hout trying to track down the board. But Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal comes out with it. Nice little turnaround shot from Olsen is off the mark. Mariah Coltis adding to the rebound tally. Trying to feed it up to Anna Spear. Spear dribbles it up and is going to pull the trigger on a 3. Off the back iron. Follows her miss, though. She said, I'll take a layup instead. Drops it in for 2. Anna Spear with the bucket. She's got 5 points in this ball game. Lead now up to 62 points. Cowgirls have outscored their foes 31-7 here in the second half. And that shot is off the mark and tipped out of bounds off the Cowgirls. Once again, running clock, so we're about to hit the 2-minute mark here. Breckenridge will improve to 4-1 on the year. Once again, their one loss being to the defending single A state champs. Air ball is off the mark and last touch by the Titans. .46 left to play. Sydney Tischer drops it off to Coltis. A little bit of a miscommunication. We got a zig and then the other zagged. And also, have you heard of those kids who do grades early, you know? Like, gets to, like, speed run through grades? There's a baby in the student section right now. So, I'm excited to see what courses this baby's got loaded up. I'll zoom in there for you folks on the video stream. Who's not happy when there's baby in the student section? Oh, and then I lost him. Oh, there we go. Keeping the folks happy here in the 62-point game. 1 minute left to play. Back to the action. Free throw is good from Brenna Olson. He's knocking on the door of double figures. Olson trying to make it a 2-for-2 trip. And she does. 10 points for the senior Titan. 35 seconds left to play. And Colin Howell looking to get another bucket potentially. Pulls it back out. Sydney Tischer, oh boy. Let's hope she's not hurt after that one. Looks like her leg kind of gave out on her, but she's all right. She's smiling. And Brenna Olson gonna knock down another triple. Her third three of the game. 13 points, and Cowgirls are gonna hold on to it. Close this one out, or are they? Riley Johnson with the ball. Back to Anna Spear. 2 seconds left. I think, yeah, the student section's daring her to shoot it, but she's not going to. 80-23, class act. Breckenridge Cowgirls improved to 4-1. 80-23, once again, your final score. You've been listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live for the I3G Sports Network. We'll take a very quick break and come back with your post-game show brought to you by Miller Realty. You're listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Talk to Carson or Brad for your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. Get up to $120 in rebates on the purchase and install of a set of 4 tires. Save up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install of front and rear brake pads. Save up to $40 in rebates on the purchase and install on front and rear brake rotors. And save up to $80 in rebates on the purchase and install on GM shocks and struts. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Visit them online at smithmotors.com.
And welcome to the Miller Realty postgame show here on B92.7 FM and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Time for your State Farm Stat Report to run through the scoring for you. Leading the way with 17 points was Parker Yagi. 8 points in the first half, 9 in the second. 11 points apiece for 3 girls, as, by the way, all 5 starters and 1 bench player got into double figures. Piper Janing, Ava Janing, and Mariah Coltis all hitting 11 points. Ava Janing and Mariah Coltis both doing a bulk of their damage in the opening half, while Piper Jannings was pretty balanced. Erin Bloppus, another one who kind of went off in the first half and only had a bucket in the second. She had 10 for the 6th girl to hit double figures. And then Anna Spear with 5 points, 3 points from Sydney Tischer, knocking down a triple in the opening half for what I believe were her first varsity points, so credit to her. And then Colin Howe with a 2-pointer as well to round out the scoring for the Cowgirls, 80 points. Leading the way in scoring for Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal with over half of the team's points. We got Brenna Olson, who knocked down a trio of triples. She had 9 of her 13 points from downtown, also knocked down a pair of free throws, and had a 2-point bucket as well. Only player did double figures, as the rest of the team actually combined for 10, so that makes sense. 4 points from Olivia Theis, 2 in each half, and then we got 3 from Madeline Wallstrom off the bench. 2 points from Jada Nelson, and then 1 from Kerrigan Prestegard. So 4 bench points on the night for Norman County East, Ulen Hitterdal, and once again, 13 of their 23 points all coming from Brenna Olson, definitely their MVP in tonight's game. And Breckenridge really jumped out to an absolute dominant start, 21-0 run to open up this ball game, and also had a 23-0 run to open up the second half too. So they were in the driver's seat all night, and we're sharing the ball really well. We're playing locked in, disciplined. Maybe a few more turnovers that I liked in the second half, but that's me. I'm always nitpicking something. So the coach will tell you there's always something to work on. And I'll just say maybe a few more turnovers in the second half that maybe they enjoyed, but other than that, pretty much as good as that could have gone for them. So we'll take a quick break here on the Miller Realty postgame show and swing back here with your play of the game, brought to you by Miller Realty, as well as your player of the game, brought to you by Essentia Health, here with you.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number 1 today.
And welcome back to the Miller Realty postgame show here on B92.7 FM and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live. And the Breckenridge Cowgirls with a lopsided victory once again, 80-23. Could pretty much have picked almost any girl for player of the game or for play of the game. But you know what? I'm going to go with Sydney Tischer's triple. No one's texted me and told me that actually is not her first varsity points yet, so I'm going to assume it is. So her knocking down that triple must have been really fun for her too. So Sydney Tischer coming off the bench and knocking down that triple is going to be my pick for play of the game. Because once again, we had about a gazillion to choose from tonight in a lopsided affair. And then for player of the game, like I said, we could also pick from a bunch of these girls. And I try to spread it around and not pick too many girls, but then I also have the I also tend to forget who I picked in past games too. So apologies if I just end up picking the same person like 5 times in a row. But today, I was very impressed by Mariah Coltis coming off the bench, and I'm pretty sure I already gave her one. That's all right. She's getting another one. Mariah Coltis coming off the bench and being just a force on the boards and doing a really good job on those putbacks as far as, keeping the ball high. And I think of things that I'm most encouraged by, like going forward, her giving some offensive punch off the bench is going to be, potentially really big for the squad. And you know what? Ava Janning, she can share it because Ava Janning, I thought, did a really nice job. This is the first time I'm not sure if she started last game. My apologies if she started last game and I'm just misremembering. But I believe she was. This was really her first start kind of running the point, even though she kind of split the duties with some other teammates, Parker Yagi every now and then, as well as Sydney Roberts. But I think Ava Janning did a fantastic job of, stepping into that role. Point guard, not exactly, if there's a position that's tough to step into as an 8th grader, I would assume it would be point guard because you're also supposed to be the floor general out there. But Ava Janning, you know what? She looked poised as she always does, so I shouldn't be surprised that she came in and did a good job. So those are my co-player of the games, Mariah Coltis as well as Ava Janning. Fantastic effort from both of those girls. Fantastic effort from this whole team. Stay dialed in and come away with this lopsided victory. Once again, the final score before we wrap up this Miller Realty post-game show, 80-23. You've been listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. We'll catch you back here next week.
Tonight's Breckenridge basketball game was brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Heitkamp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, North Dakota State College of Science, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, and Twin Town Villa. Be sure to go to KBMWnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. And make sure to catch the Giants Sports Show every Saturday at 9 a.m. Thanks for listening.